Yeah, good morning, everyone. Today we will discuss about the text function, date function, and time function. Okay. So here it is. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. So first, you can, I think you already know this, but let's try. So you're supposed to know how to open a text file and CSV file in Excel. Do you know how? I think I put the example of text file or CSV file in Google Classroom, right? What is that? Spreadsheet, Google Classroom. Okay, in the introduction section, there is a US laptop sales. That one is a text file, but actually it is a CSV. But the context there is, the extension is TXT. Then you supposed to see the, can you download that file and open it using Excel? Yeah, so you just file open browse and then you select all file, right? And then you will have the result. So you select delimited because that is a comma, delimited. And if your first row is a header, so you would check the my data has header. Okay. And in step 2, you add comma. And then in step 3, you click the month column, and then you check that it is a date with what format of the date. After that, you click finish. So that is how you import your data from text file to Excel. Everyone have done it?
Yes, sir.
No problem?
No problem.
Okay, so next. Once you know how to do that, let's do some, let's learn together about the text function. Yeah, there are many, in Excel, there are many text function, right? Let me open my Excel. So that text function, you can check in the formulas, okay, and text, then you will see the list of the function there. Okay. We will not discuss everything there, but these are the most used text functions. So left, right, mid, trims, find, sort, repetition, and concatenate, replace value, upper, lower. So left function is to return the first K character of a text string. So you can put your own name there. I will share my screen. Like this. So you can put your own name or you can put any text. Okay, so I will put snowman. Right. And now if you put the left of that snowman, then how many characters? Okay, I will put the character here. Okay, so say for example 5. So these are my input. Okay. And here I want to get the length of the input. How many characters? This one is the number of characters. Okay. So of course, when I said 5 in here, it will give me the first 5 character of the text. Yeah. So I can change that to 4. I can change that to 3. What happened if I change that to 0? Nothing. Yeah. What happened if I change that to -1? Error. Yeah. What happened if I change that to 10? The whole things. Right? Oh, but if I change that to 20, again, the whole things. Now, you can also do right. Okay. Instead of left, you can also do the right. So, left. This is right. So, what is the right? Right. Okay. Will return the right part of the text. Yeah? The right part of the text. And how many characters? Of course, if the number of characters is 20, it will return the whole thing. So if 2 or 3, you can see the difference. Okay, so this is the text, and this is the number. So next is meet. This is the one that we often use. Meet. Meet means middle. So when you say meet, of course you have the number of character. Okay, and then begin. This is number. So begin, for example, 1. So yellow again, this is the input. So meet of the text, right? And then K begin at 1. Okay. And then how many characters? So now you can put, okay, I will begin at 2. You see the difference between left and mid. Okay. Left is exactly on the left side. Okay. Mid is more general because now you can set the where it begins. Until here first, is there any question?
No, sir. All clear.
There, yeah. Okay, let's continue then. After meet, what is the next? Trim. Now, sometimes your text contain of space, right? A lot of space in the left or in the right. Okay, so I'll try to make it. Snowman is freezing. Trim will remove the space in the beginning, okay, except in the middle. So the snowman is racing in here. If I put trim, will not do anything. Huh? Okay. Trim text will not do anything. But what happened is actually have space. Again, it will remove the space in the beginning and at the end. Okay. The space between words will not be removed. Okay. Sometimes you have a text that is imported from text file, sometimes contain the space in the beginning or at the end. So trim is to clean up. So this is for data cleaning. Okay. Next is len. Len mean what? Len mean the number of character, length. So length of the text. Length of the text return the number of characters. Okay. That's the number of characters including the space. So if I remove the space here, change, right? Oh. Now, search and this find and search, okay? Function find will return the location at or after the K character of the first character of the text. So snowman is free. Let's do let's find here. Find. Well, this is the text to find. What do you want to find? For example, is. Okay. In this text. So I will put start. The start name is begin, so I will put it. This is the begin. Is start from what? Character number 9. Is it correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Correct. So the snowman itself is 8. Correct. If I put 9 here, oh, there. Is start from 9. Yeah. And search is also the same as find, but the difference is one is case sensitive, the other one is not case sensitive. Yeah? So exactly the same, only the case is different. Okay. So, for example, you want to find. Okay, let's do a search here. Search of S. Okay, in the next. Begin and you're correct. Okay, S. Search is not case sensitive. What happens if I want to find S? So it will return 10. What is the meaning of 10? Oh yeah, the second S. Right? You see the difference? So find will not get the first S, which is in the snowman. Okay. Search will get the first S. Okay. So find and search will return the location. Okay. At the K character after the first character. Is it clear? Find and search. Any question?
So, sir, the difference between them is just the sensitivity, the case sensitivity. So, search is not case sensitive, so it has to be a perfect match.
Search is not case sensitive, meaning not perfect match. Find is.
It doesn't have to be a perfect match, right? Okay.
Find is the one that perfect match.
Yes.
Okay. So rep is a function that will repeat. Okay. So sometimes you will say why we want to do this, but you will see later. Huh? So this is rep. R-E-P-T, repetition. So I want to repetition of this text. How many times? Oh, I want to repeat 3 times. There. Okay, it will repeat 3 times. So what happened is I put space here. Oh, it's better. Yeah, we cannot see the space, but Excel can see it, so it will give you space. If you remove the space in the repetition, you can see that it is no space. Huh? It been the repetition. Clear, clear? Next is to concatenate, okay? If you want to concatenate 2 or more text up to 30 text. Say I have new text here. I'll give you what is your name? Okay, Pancha Chandra, example. So I will put Pancha and Chandra here. Okay, so I will put concatenate of the first one and the second one. This is a problem. Why? Because there is no space. So in that case, you add another one in the middle. It is only the space. Okay. So this you can also do exactly the same as this one plus is plus the second one. So not plus, sorry, n. Okay, so in Excel, in Python is plus, in Excel is m. Okay. What's next? Next is to replace. So replace the old text with the new text. Okay. So I give example here. I want to replace quadratic normal with John. It will change to, okay, so quadratic normal replace at begin at character 1. Okay, because quadratic is 5, so at replace the m character, m is 5 in here, and then John will replace the first. So if I have son named John, that will be perfect. Okay. Okay. Value, what is value? Value will convert, okay, a text string to represent a number. So here it is. See, I have 123.45. Okay. So if I put value of it, value. Okay, no, let me do it this way. Suppose this one is supposed to be a number. So suppose this is a text. Change the text there. Okay. So this is the problem in Excel is this. Sometimes you don't know which one is text, which one is value. Actually, Excel will tell that this is text. You can see it in here, text, right? And if you add text, for example, this one plus 2, okay, Excel will still put this as a value. Okay. But you can specify that this is actually a text rather than, this is a value rather than a text by putting them into value, yeah, explicitly. So text usually will go to the left, the value will go to the right of the cell. So this one, if we put A, it will work. And A. What happened? What happened? This one. Why is freeze? Yeah. Okay. And if this one and A, O will become a text. It is become a text. And if I copy this, what will happen? Still the same. But if I do this one, if I do this, well, and A, it will become A. It will become text. Yeah, if this is a number and you put N here, it will become text. So in Excel, you need to know that this is a text or this is a value. Okay, so sometimes it will cause a problem because you do some manipulation to the text or you do manipulation to the value, which is not much. So the function value will convert the string text into number. Okay. Another method to convert text into number. Okay. This one is the same as value, but number value will put you into the local independent. What is the meaning? Meaning that now you can put decimals and comma. So let's take example. I will just delete this one. Say you have a number. What is the number here? So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I put 1, 2, 3.456. 1, 2, 3.456 is in English, isn't it? Okay, make it bigger. There. Okay. So let's put a number value of that text. Okay. And then what is the decimal separator? In Indonesian numbers, what is the decimal separator?
Comma.
Comma. Okay, so let's put it comma. How about the group separator? It's dot, isn't it? No? So sorry, this is a number already. So let's put it as a text. So 1243.456. Oh, it's the same. If I put it reverse, dot and comma here, what will happen? Oh, it will come back to the original. If I put comma and dot here, it will give me all the numbers without the. So if I don't have a group separator, it will go in it again. So if I have only 1, 2, 3, number value will give you the whole things, right? Another conversion is to convert into upper or lower or proper. Okay, so let's put that in here. So I will put it proper, upper, and lower. Okay, so lower of the text. Okay, it will give me lowercase character. Huh? If I put upper of the text, it will give me all uppercase. Eh? How about the proper? Proper case, proper case. Okay, will give me for each word will have the capitalized. So yeah. Okay, for your practice now, can you create a tally or frequency like this? This is to use the repetition. So given your frequency, can you create a tally? So I'll put in here. So suppose I have the score. Right? So, and I have frequency. Okay, and I have tally. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frequency is up to you to put, okay? So say 2, 3, 7, 14, 17, okay? So how do you tally that? You do a tally of that, so you do a repetition. Rep of what? Repetition of the text. Oh, okay, let me, I put a symbol here with this. So I put a symbol like this. Oh, what happened? Okay, so I put repetition of that text, and then this tally, what will happen? Oh, that symbol I need to change. There. Okay. Okay, let me name it symbol. Right. And now I can put it symbol, comma, the frequency. Okay, so if you don't like that, you can change the symbol. Okay. Into something else. Okay. If you change it into P, you can get different symbol. Huh? So that is to make a little bit fun from the text. Any question until here?
Oh, sir, I have a question.
Yeah, cool.
Oh,
You want to share your screen?
yeah. For this one, sir, why is no different? The value and the number itself.
In the beginning, the value means you want to convert the text into value. So you can put the value of the string. Okay. You can, okay, so let's create something else. Okay, I will show you.
Okay.
I will show you next one. Where is that? Share screen. Share screen. I'll keep you in Excel here. Okay. So you can put value or say, for example, 123.45. Okay. So this is supposed to be string, isn't it?
Yes.
But when you put value, it will become number. Say you can add this 1 plus 2, so you get 125. Okay. So what will happen if you put A in here? Okay. So cannot, right? So that means this one must be a number on itself, but it's a string. So value will convert the string of a number into real number. So earlier I put this 123.45 here, and then I put value, right, of that. So of course it will return. So this one is a text. You see here it is a text. Can you see my mouse? So if this is a text, I can return it into value. So how do you know it's text? Text usually in the left side. Okay. This one is
How do you make it as a text?
how to make it into a text here. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, and then you put it into text down there. Text.
Or just okay.
The format.
Just change the format.
Yeah. And then how you put it into numbers, you put it here, numbers. So basically this number is representing similar to value, and this is similar to text.
Okay.
Excel also has that format already. So. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. So I put it here because often if you have a data, okay, and you know it is a text, okay, of course you can also drag all, but you can also use function to change that. Okay, if your data is actually a text. Okay. Any other question? Okay, if not, let's go to the next part with this state function. So I'll delete this one. Okay. So you will learn about date in Excel and date difference. Okay. These are the application examples. Okay. When I enter date in Excel, you often see a number. Okay, for example, like this. Okay. And it's not date, but this is the.
I'm sorry, sir. You are not screen sharing yet.
I'm not screen sharing. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay, now you can see.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So when I enter date in Excel, I often find this number. So say I put date like 11/12/2023. Okay. So if I put it, of course it will become data format, right? So if I put it in general, it will become a number. What does this number mean? Okay. How to change it into normal date? Of course, you change it into normal date by put it into short date or long date. Huh? There. So can I use a formula that automatically displays today's date? How do you do that? What is today? What is today's date?
September 7th, 2021.
Yeah, but how I will change that automatically? So then I will say today. Okay. If you put today, tomorrow will change the value. Okay. So how do I determine a date that is 50 work days after another date? Oh, this is a, I will show you in the slide later. Okay. How do we determine the number of work days between two dates? So this is a date difference already. Okay. Let's go inside. Okay. Oh, these are other questions. If I have 500 different dates entered in Excel, how do I write formula to extract each date of month, year, day, and day of the week? Oh, you already import, right, from the US sales a while ago. Okay. So can you extract the date of the month, year, day of the month, day of the week? Can you do that? Okay. So next question. I'm given the year, month, and day of the month for the date. Is there actually way to recover the actual date? Okay. So another question here. My business has purchased and sold machine. For some, I have date of the machine that was purchased and the date of the machine that was sold. Okay. Can I easily determine how many months we kept this machine? So these are business questions, yeah, that you often encounter. So using a date function, you're supposed to be able to get it. So suppose today is this date. How do you put date in Excel? These are example of the date. Yeah? So you can put 12/11/2023. That means the month, the day, and the year. Or you can put it as December 11. So I can put here. So December 11, 2023, it will automatically convert into date. Right? If you see in Excel, in the formula bar here, it will automatically change into this format. Oh, I can also put 11 December 2023. Again, it will change into the same date. Huh? And today we will demonstrate already. You can also do a date. Okay. Use the date function. What? Then you input the year, 2023. The month is what? 12. The day is 11. It's the same thing. Okay. Or you can put date value. This is another way. If you put date value, what you will do, you will put the text. Okay, so 12, 11, 20, 23, but this is a text. It will give you numbers. Okay, so then what you will do is you change that numbers into date. Okay, so date in Excel have many different things, but actually date in Excel is that number. Okay, what is that number? Yeah, that number is actually a positive integer, represent the number of days from January 1, 1900. So the date in Excel is an agreement. Okay, that number a while ago, I put in general. What is this number? This is the number of days since January 1, 1900. Okay, let's try. How about if date is 1, okay, and then I convert it into date. Oh, there you get. If you put 1, it will become January 1, 1900. So it will not go back before that, okay? If you put date before 1900, cannot. Okay, and there is a assumption that Excel assumed 1900 was a leap year, contained 366 days. But in reality, okay, 1900 contained only 365 days. So there is an error in the computation. There is a bug. Okay, anyway. You can change the format into short or long. Okay, so long date is like this. Short date is, so I put one in here. I put short date. It will give me like this. Is it clear? Okay. Next. Yeah. Can I use format to automatically display today's date? Just today. Yeah. Today's function. Now, how do I determine a date that is 50 work days after today? Okay, of course, you will put work day. Where is today? Okay, let me delete this one. Oh, this is today, right? How many days? Okay, I will put this is today. Okay, long day. Yeah, long day is say 50 work days after today. Then work day of today and 50. Now it will give me the it will give me the number of working days. So let's put it 7 days from today. Is it true? 7 days from today is 16 September.
So it only doesn't count Sundays.
Yeah, it doesn't count Sunday.
If we want to also don't count the Saturdays, we just add it as holiday.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have more holidays, you can add them in here. Okay. So to add them, you need to know the numbers in Excel. Okay. So you don't add them like that, but you need to add them in Excel like this. Like 3. What is the number of tomorrow? Right? So this, for example, tomorrow is holiday, +1, right? So then you put that into numbers. So if tomorrow is holiday, I put the holiday here. Okay, which is 44447. Okay, now become 70. Okay. Okay. So you can also use the function directly. So in Excel, if you want to use the function, you can go to the formula. Say you have date and function. What is that? A while ago, work day. So you put the work day, and then you can click from here. Start date, how many days? The start date is, which one is the start date? Today, right? And then how many days? 7. Okay. No holiday. Oh, there is a holiday. This one. Okay. Then click OK. There, the same result. Okay. So you can also use.
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat the workday one?
Sorry.
The workday, 4447.
Repeat again.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll repeat again. You go to date and function, and then you find the workday here. Okay. It will give me a function argument, right? any function in Excel will have this kind of dialog. And then what is that? The start date. The start day is today, right? What is holidays? We say this one, 7 days after today. And is there any holiday? Yes, this is the holiday. Okay. And then you click OK. Yeah. You get this number. Of course, this number you can go here, and instead of general, what you will do, you put it into long date. Okay. So if tomorrow is holiday and there is a Sunday, okay, so this is the holiday. This is the work day, 7 days. Okay. Okay. If you can choose your own holidays based on the international working days. What is, in this case, you need to define the code of the weekend. Okay, so if your weekend is Saturday and Sunday, so your code is 1. So there are certain countries, they have holiday on Sunday and Monday, so your code is 2. In Muslim countries, sometimes they have a holiday in Friday only. Okay, so then the code is 16. Yeah. Or in the Jewish country, they will have holiday in Saturday only, so the code is 17. Yeah, this is to define what is weekend. Okay. It's the work day is the same as earlier, but now you have different code for your own country. In Indonesia, what is holiday? What is the code? What consider holiday in Indonesia? Sunday only or Saturday, Sunday?
In the calendar, it's always only Sundays. That's right.
Okay, that means the code is 11. Right. So you can use this Workday International with code 11 if you want. But if your office, for example, is not using Indonesian holiday, but using a special holiday, which is, for example, Saturday and Sunday, then you put 1. Okay, in the weekend. Clear?
Sir, I have a question. So
Yes.
I tried the Workday International and the normal Workday, but then it shows the same result. So the Workday also count Saturday.
Yeah. The Workday earlier. Yeah. The Workday is count as so in the US, Saturday and Sunday is holiday.
Holiday. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
It's the same as 1, right? So if you don't want that, so you can use Workday International. Okay, so question is this now. How do I determine the number of work days between 2 days? Okay, so we can use net work days. So meaning this is the number of days between the number of working days between 2 dates. Today up to say this is today, and today plus 17 and plus 14. I will delete all of this so that will not clutter. So I will put net work days between today and today plus 14. Okay. No, this one I supposed to change it into general. So from today until next 14 days, there are 3 holidays. Is that correct? Today until the next 14 days, supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Supposed to be 4 holidays, isn't it? Why only 3? So network days. You can define the network days international if you want to define the more customized definition of weekend. Network days international to define what is the NTL. Okay. And then you can define the weekend. For example, your weekend is Saturday and Sunday. Oh, then you get 11. That is the same. Okay. If your weekend is a different date, you will have different value. Okay. Is there any question until here? Okay, next practice. I'm given the year, month, and day of the months of the date. Is there any easy way to recover the actual date? Okay, I have this year, month, and day. Of course, you can do, right? How to do that? If I know the year, month, and day. So the year is, for example, 2020. When the COVID started, February, for example, yeah? And day is, for example, 1. So is there any way to, what is the date of that day? So then you put date, yeah? Date of the year, date of the month. I don't know if we can do this. Okay. This one, the date of the month must be 2, then it works. Okay. Then once it works, you can change the format. Yeah? You can change the format into long date. Oh, it was Saturday. So what is your birthday? What day is your birthday? Is it Monday, Tuesday? So you can put your date here and then let's check what date is your birthday. Okay, on your own. Using that date, and then you can put long format. You will know what date is your birthday. Yeah? Yeah, using that date function. Now, next scenario, okay? Next question. My business had purchased and sold machines between 2 dates. Okay? So there are 2 dates. The question is, how many months? How many months? So let me delete everything here. So I have date 1 and date 2. Okay. So, for example, the date 1 is 8/21/2021. The other one is 12/13/2023. Right? This is the second date. So I want to get the how many months. So date if Oh, if you look at this, dated if is not in Excel function because there is none, right? So this is actually a secret function with inside Excel, but Excel does not show. Okay. Dated if of the first one and the second one, and then you put one. It says 27 months. A function dated if is a secret function within Excel. Okay. Of course, Microsoft tell that there is, but if you put it inside here, it will not show. If you go to the function example here, formula, there is no dated if, right? So it's not in the help file also. So dated if will show you how many days or how many months, how many years between two dates. Yeah, this is actually come from the old spreadsheet with this Lotus. Yeah? That's why it's a like that function. Okay. Still useful if you want. And I found it very useful. Okay. So the time unit can be years, can be month, can be day. Okay. This is not the working days. So this is the actual date. How many days? Any question? So you can have a date difference and how many days, how many months. Okay. How many years?
But we can also use the function days, right? Is it the same? The function days, the formula.
Yes.
Oh,
We'll give you the same result. Function days. Oh yeah, the function days. Yeah. This is exactly the same result for how many days. Right? How about months? Oh, months is not. For days, yes, you can. How about years? There is none. Okay. So for days, how many days you can use days? Okay, so this is that if I will do exactly the same, but I will make it into days, right? So this one I will make it into general format. Okay, then you can also use days. Okay, so end date, this one, start date is this one. Supposed to give you the same result. Okay, for the number of days, yes, you can use days. But for the number of months, no. Number of years, no. Okay, so those are the most often used date functions in Excel. Okay, is there any question? How about time? Okay, you know the date, so let's go to time. Right, time function. So these are the question. And again, time in Excel and time different. So how do I enter times in Excel? Okay, and how do I enter time and date in the same cell? Okay, how does Excel do the computation with time? And how can we have my worksheet always display current time? Okay. How can I use time function to create times? And how can I use time value to convert the text string to time? Okay. Okay, how I extract the hour, minute, and seconds from the given time, given the work starting and ending time, how to determine the number of hours an employee have worked. Okay, sometimes if you, this is the business question, right? So usually want to check the number of hours of the employees. So if I add up the total time of the employees' work, I never get more than 24 hours. What is that? Why? If you add all the working time of the employees, it will not go beyond 24 hours. So how to solve that problem? Okay. And how can I easily create a sequence of recurrent space-time interval? So these are the questions that we will answer in this lesson. So how do you enter times in Excel? Use column, okay? So let's create a new one. Okay, this sheet I will just delete. So I'll put 20, 30. That is time already. So you look at this, so become 8:30 p.m. And Excel will read it as 8:30 p.m. So the same thing, if you want a second, you add additional column. So 3, 10, 30. You put it into Excel. Excel will add AM there. Okay. So that's to use to enter date in Excel, you use column. So how to enter time and date in the same cell? Okay, if you look at these numbers, okay, custom, right? The format. If you put it into general, then you will see the numbers. Okay, if you put it into general, you will see the numbers. What is this number? It's a fraction. So basically, Excel will put number. The date is integer value. Now the fraction part of that integer is actually the time. That's how Excel formatted. So if you put it into CSV, sometimes it will give you the format of Excel, for example, 442 to 7.6, yeah, something here. So what is this? So I put it in here, this number, right? And I put that into time, it will give me the time. If I put it into date, it will give me a date. Okay, I can also change that. Okay, if I want to put it date and time, I can change the formatting, something like this. So this one becomes date and time in the same cell. Okay. So you can, the format, you can always change that. Okay. You can represent it as date, you can represent it as time. And if you look at it, this is actually a number with fraction. So the general, this is the actual number, 442 to 7.6 something, right? So the first integer part, that is the date, okay? The fraction part, after the period there, okay, that represents the time. The fraction is representing the time. Is it clear? So how do we get the time difference? Okay, you just minus, okay? Say, for example, you have 3:30 and then 2:25. Yeah. So then you just minus this one, you get the time difference. Okay. Is that correct? So if you put it 2:30. Of course, 1 hour, the difference, right? Time different. Now, how about how to display the current time? You put now. Okay, now, this is the current time. Okay. So, but it will not change, right? So how about if the current time is already changed? So when you press F9, function F9 will change. Function F9 is used to recalculate in Excel. Okay, for example, now it's 9:38, right? And then if I press F9, become 9:39. Okay. So in Excel, there is a time function, which is similar to date function, to create times. The syntax is time, hour, minute, second. Okay. And the time function never return the value exceeding 24 hours. So you can always put that. For example, time, what? 12:30. Okay, it will give you 12:03 p.m. Okay, it will give you 12:03 p.m. How about if I put 0 here instead of 12? Okay, it will give me 12:03 a.m. Okay. 0 mean midnight. So the 0 start from midnight. How about time value? The time value will convert the string of time, okay, into a fraction. You can always convert it into time. Okay, so example again, time value. This is the text. So you put with a string text. So for example, you put 12:03. Okay. So it will give me what is this? A fraction. Yeah. This fraction you can change that into time. It is 12:03. Yeah. Right. So then you can do the same thing. Yeah. 0:03. What is it? This AM. Yeah. 12:03 AM. Okay. So if your time value is 0.35, what does that mean? 0.35 means 35%, yeah, 35% of the way between midnight of the day until the midnight of the next day. Okay. That's the meaning of the fraction. You can also extract the hour, the minute, and the second from a given time, yeah, using this function. So we can always put, for example, here. Let's put here. So what is the hour of now? Yeah, it's 9, right? What is the minute of now? 42. Huh? What is the second of now? Of course, this will change. Huh? See, the 45 will change. Yeah. And if you press F9, it will always change. Given the starting and ending time, how do you determine the number of hours, okay, of the employee's work? Oh, you can do it. Practice, come on. And then you show me.
just minus them, right?
Okay, you just minus them. Okay, but okay, it's not really just minus. Okay, because what will happen is there's possibility that they work okay after 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you just minus, it will not give you the correct result. Okay. So this is assuming they work within the next 24 hours. Okay. If negative, and so on. So you can use this. If positive, yeah, you can minus.
So if C3 is bigger than B3. Oh, so yeah.
If the end is larger than the start.
And then we minus it normally. But
Then
if
you-
it's
correct. But if it is not, then you reverse, right?
yes.
Okay.
So why do we do 24 plus 24 times? Oh,
Yeah. By
it's
adding
more than 24 hours, yeah.
correct, correct. Because it's sometimes uh, by multiplying, yeah, okay, by multiplying 24 hours of the work. Okay. So if the finish time is before the starting time, then you put 24 times the finish time minus the starting time. Yeah. That is negative value, but you can reverse it. So, and then you add the 24-hour fixed things. Okay. Assuming the end of the shift is 1 day later. Yeah. This is the big assumption that why? Of course, human will not work more than 24 hours. Right? That's too much. Can you do it? Okay. Try this one first. And then show me, huh? If it is working. If you just minus, it will become negative. If you just minus, will not work. Why we multiply by 24? Because that fraction represents 1 in 24 hours, right? Correct? When we discuss the time value, okay, it said that 0.354, okay, that represents the 35% of the way between the midnight of the day until midnight of the next day. That is 24 hours, correct? So that's why in here you multiply by 24 hours. Okay. So if you put that value here, if you just minus, it will give you negative and positive, but that is a fraction. So fraction of what? Okay, fraction of this one multiplied by 24. If it is positive, the result is correct. But if it is negative, the result is wrong. Why minus 15? Right? So actually in the next day. So that's why you need to put this formula.
Sir, but it returns the time value, right? How do we turn it into normal time?
You just format it.
Also just format, okay.
Yeah, you just format it to general. Yeah. elapsed times is the format of general. Yeah. So if you just minus, you will get this. Okay. If this one you multiply by 24, okay, you will get this one, which is not correct. Okay. Remember, in the factory, for example, there are some workers that work in the night shift, right? Correct? And if you create a check log for them, you put the time like this, so it's not correct, yeah? If you just minus. And what is the formula? Okay, I give you already. So is this something useful?
Sir, why mine doesn't work?
Oh, why yours doesn't work?
Oh, I forgot the time. Oh, no. Wait. 24 times.
You can
Mine doesn't work, sir. So
yeah,
me show you.
let's check the screen.
Apologies. Okay, so if it's more if the time elapsed, it doesn't work. If it's normal, just like for example 9 to 5, right? 2 5. Oh, it doesn't work as well. Wait, it worked earlier. If C3 is larger. Oh, no, 17. Oh, doesn't work. Huh. Oh, yes. Okay, it works now.
It's
Wait, hold on.
formatting, I guess.
If he works until 1 a.m., for example. Oh, yes. Okay, so because of the formatting, I think.
The formatting, you need to put general.
Yeah.
Okay, that one you put into
General.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, it's working.
It's
This is too much. Someone is working 24.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's correct, but this is too much. Someone working 23 hours.
Okay, sir. So thank you.
Right. Maybe is it working, Gloria?
Yeah, sir. I also tried using like, text, then I just minus it. Then I use the format 8 hour and minute. That
Yeah.
also works, I think.
Working. Yeah. Super. Okay, so once it works, Livy, no problem? Or still working on it?
Yeah, I'm still working with it.
Okay. So you want to show it or you want to, it's okay if we continue.
It's okay, sir. We can continue.
Okay, so now suppose you have something like this. Did I share it already? No. Okay, so suppose you have something like this. Okay, the number of working hours for the employees. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, and then you add, right? You add all of them, total 14 hours. Something is wrong, isn't it? Okay, if you total, okay, this is the input, right? So I put it yellow here. If you total this sum, you see, the sum is, how can 9 hours plus 8 hours become 14 hours? So the sum is wrong. So how do you solve this problem? Any ideas? Pancha, Joy?
Convert it into time value first.
Right? So how do you solve this problem? Okay. So okay, the formatting is the problem, right? So I will put the same, exactly the same here. Okay, but the time I change, okay? The time here I change here. This is how you will do. Can you see it?
Oh, yes. Oh, so that's why it shows 14 because 38 minus 24 is 14. Oh,
Okay, so what you will do is you change the formatting in the time, okay, and then you go to the this kind of time, 37 point something. Okay, so then you will get the correct value. Okay, you see here is exactly the same total, okay, but different format. Is it clear now?
yes, sir. It's clear.
Yeah. So if you don't do it, so it seems like, wait a minute, 14? 9 plus 8 is already 17. Right. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can try this one first if you know. Yeah, the last one, if you want to autofill, okay, the same like last time, autofill, but now you want to create an autofill with the regularly spaced time interval. So say, suppose you want to create a palette. What is that? For, oh, similar to what you want to do last semester, Pancha. What is that thing? Okay, this is the meeting schedule, for example. So,
Oh, schedule. Okay.
yeah, okay. So I have 8:00. I started, and then I will have 8:15. Oh, my 8 is so 8:15. Okay, so this is what I will do, and then I will just drag this down. Okay, so this is supposed to be the schedule, regularly space-time interval, right? Say I will do a survey, okay? I will do a survey in a supermarket about queuing. So then at that time, I want to create a form, right? What is the form? I will check every 5 minutes. I will count how many count, okay? So then I'll put it as 8:05 here. Again, I delete this. Okay, instead of 15, 8:05, then you go to create a survey form. Right? Then it will give me again time. Okay, so this is time is okay. Do you want to practice or you want to do it as assignment? Write a formula that will return a time 18 hours after the current time. Now practice now. This is easy.
Yes, you can do it now, I think.
Yeah, you can do it now. Okay. If you cannot do it, then it will become your assignment. Do it now. Come on. So once you finish, you share your screen.
$18 hours from now, right?
Correct.
So if it's so it's the next day.
Mm-hmm. Can be.
Okay, maybe I'm done. Don't know if it's
Okay.
correct or not though.
Okay, go. Oh, well. Okay, good. The C43 is now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Very good, Joy. Okay, so Pancha, Levi, can you do it? Okay, it's basically now plus time 18 seconds. Huh? Okay, so today we learn about text, date, and time. So what do you think? Is there any question about those functions? So if not, we can continue if you want to matrix function. This is more interesting for me, at least. Okay, because 3 times is like usual, right? You know it already. Okay. So let's do a matrix function. You can open the slide in Google Doc. Okay, matrix function. So the one in the right I did not put, but in the left. Okay, there's a new photo. And then I will delete this. Okay. Let me share my screen. Google, not Google Doc, Google Classroom. Right? So you have a matrix function slide. Did you take linear algebra?
Yes.
Yes.
We are taking it right now. Yes.
Okay, okay. Can you do a linear algebra in Excel?
We have never done it before.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, then when you do a linear algebra in your linear algebra class, you can do it very fast using Excel. Huh? Oh, so far, what did you learn in linear algebra?
We are right now still in at the beginning. So wait.
What is the beginning about?
We have learned about vectors and then scaling, swapping, and so on, how to make it into row reduction.
Oh, okay. So you know Jordan.
Sorry?
Row echelon form, RREF.
Yes, row echelon form, yes.
Good, good. So, and then I will go a little bit more after that. Okay, so this is like a summary that you are using it very fast. We will not do Jordan in here. Okay. Of course, you can do Jordan row echelon form if you want. Okay, that is easy, right? But let's do it for a spreadsheet. Okay, these are the questions that you often use. What is array formula? Is there an easy way to transpose the listed name from one row so that the changes in the original column of the name reflected in the new row? Okay. What is the meaning of matrix multiplication? What is the meaning of an application of matrix inverse? Okay, is there any way to determine the frequency distribution that will automatically update if I change the original data? Okay, and then is there a way to look at the two lists of name to determine the name of both lists? Okay, these are the questions that we use in this slide. Okay, what is an array formula? Array formula, okay, is a shortcut to more efficient way to do a complex calculation in Excel. Okay, so using array formula, you can return the result in either one cell or in the array of cells, many cells. Okay, now array formula perform operation on array argument. Okay, now each array argument used in array formula must contain exactly the number of rows and columns. So the meaning here is if you want to use array formula, you need to know the size. Okay, array or matrix, if you want to do the operation, you need to learn linear algebra first. What is the linear algebra? At least you need to know the size. Without that, you will get wrong result. Okay. So how to use array formula? Okay. When you enter array formula, you must first select the range. Okay. You select first the range. After that, you press F2, yeah, function, F2 to edit. After that, you press Shift, Control, Enter together. Okay. And warning, you cannot delete or edit any part of the cell range that contain array formula. Okay, let's try first. Say you have the name here. Okay, so I have the name of the laptop. Then what is that? Acer, Asus, IBM, Lenovo. Okay, so this is my input. Okay, so I want to transpose this. How do you transpose this? Okay, then you put transpose. Yeah, there transpose. What is the array? This is the array, right? Look at this. If you put it only one like this, it will give you value. Okay. The first thing you need to remember is the size. What is the size of this array? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then if you transpose it, you need to know the size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is you need to select exactly correct size. Okay, and then you press F2, right? And then you press Shift, Control, Enter. Okay, using this, now if you want to change it to del 2, for example, they'll automatically change. Okay, practice. Wait. Your time. Show me if it work or not working, no problem.
Wait, sir, I'm still writing it.
Yeah, you just write any name of the laptop or name of your friend, that's fine. Right? So are you using a Google Spreadsheet or Excel?
Excel.
Excel, okay. You want to share your screen?
Sir, I can share my screen.
Hmm.
So, sir, what we have to do is select this 5, because we have 5.
You need to type first the formula.
Oh.
Well, equal transpose. Yes. And then you select that. Okay, you close it. Enter. Okay, and then you select now. No, you select how many, the size. You select B until F, isn't it?
Yeah, until F.
You go to B, yes, like that. And then you press F2. Function F2.
Wait, function F2.
Yes, correct. And then now you press Enter, Shift, Control, Enter.
Oh, shift control. Oh,
Shift, Control, and Enter together.
wait. Not happening.
No,
Shift, control, enter.
yes.
Oh,
Oh, it
okay.
works. Okay, okay, good.
Yeah. Very hidden, right? We have to press shift, control, enter, and then
Together.
like we have to select it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So there are so many steps that you need to know.
Yeah.
Right? But it's always the same anyway. So later you will do matrix multiplication, matrix inverse. Okay, we can do generalized inverse.
Yes.
Okay, the same thing. Okay, I want to make sure this step is can be done. Joy, you want to share your screen? Vivi?
Again,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so who first? Joy first or Vivi first? Okay, Joy first. Oh, it works.
Yeah. Oh, why do we press the F2, by the way?
To edit.
Oh, okay. Okay, it works just fine. But then I might forget because you need to press F2, then Control Shift Enter, right?
Yes, yes. I put it in the slide anyway, so
Oh, okay.
you will not forget.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, so Vivi, I want to make sure you can do this step. Share your screen. Oh, it works. Very nice. Super. Okay, good. Okay, let's continue then. Oh, kata nih. Yeah, that's the most difficult part. To let you do the shift control enter. Once you can do that, that's easy. Okay. Okay, now I just tell the meaning of matrix. So say I have this problem. Say the cost of a new house depends on the type of structure and land, labor, and material. Okay, there are two types of housing type A require 10,000 unit land, 1,000 unit labor, 2,000 unit material. House type B requires 7,000 unit land, 1,5 unit labor, 1,5 unit material. So can you put this information into matrix form? The question is just to put the information into matrix. How are you going to do it? Anyone can share your screen. How are you going to do it? It's important that you have that information. Okay. Look at the information. They are actually the same, right? Between A and B. The difference is only the variables. What are the variables there? The variables are the type of structure and land, the labor and materials, right? So how are you going to put that information into matrix? Any idea? Show me.
Or maybe I can share my screen.
Yeah, go.
So land material, we need to open this, right?
Labor also.
Then we just insert the
values.
value for each
Okay,
house.
you put it. Okay, you put the values there. Okay. This is good. This is good. Okay, you put the values there. Your result will not be the same as me, but this is good because now you can see later, okay, how you will see the result. Okay. Livy, can you put it into matrix?
Trying, sir.
Pancha?
Yes, sir. So we just multiply the.
Not yet. No multiply yet. It's just putting information into matrix.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you create your matrix and then show me. I want you to understand the meaning of matrix. That's the most important part there. Otherwise, you do linear algebra without understanding because you just know how to compute but don't understand what is the meaning of this.
Sorry, can I share my screen?
Oh, cool.
Is it
Yeah,
correct or not?
correct. Good. So, yeah, you did it. Good. Very good. Very good, Livy. Pancha, what is
Okay.
your table? I want to see your table.
Wait, sir.
Hmm.
So wait, house A.
House A and then house B. Okay. Okay, good. And then you input the value there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want, for my case, this one, but again, your result is correct. Okay. Can you see it? I can put matrix 3 by 2, or I can put it 2 by 3. It's okay. Okay. The meaning is more important than the format. In the matrix, the meaning is more important than the format. Okay. So the meaning is, in my case here, is the column is housing, right? The row represent the variables there, yeah? The land, the labor, and the materials. Okay. Now, I have a new information about the pricing. Okay? About the pricing of that components of land, labor, and materials, now depending on the cities. Okay? So I have 4 cities here. Surabaya, Jakarta, Medan, Makassar. So now my question is, what is the total cost of each type of house in each of the 4 cities? Given these 2 tables, yeah, these 2 matrices, you are supposed to get the total cost of each type of house. This is house A, house B, okay, in each of the 4 cities. How are you going to do that? How are you going to get that? Any idea? So do you have any idea? If I have 2 matrices, okay, one represent the type of house and the variables, okay, the factors like land, labor, and material. The other table is about land, labor, material, the same, and then cities. Now I want to get cities versus type of house.
Multiply.
Correct. Okay, now try to multiply. Okay, so you input these values and then you multiply. Okay, this is matrix multiplication. This is the most important part here. Okay, the most important part is the variables must be exactly the same order. Okay, for example, Joy a while ago put the labor after material, then the result will not be correct. Okay, so you need to put exactly the same variables. Okay, for example, in here I put land, labor, materials in the columns, right? Correct. In the first column, in the first matrix. Okay, and then the row of that represent the cities. Correct. The first matrix. Yeah, which come from here. And then what I will do, I will multiply it with the second matrix, which is the housing type and the land, labor, material. Okay. The point here is the first matrix row multiplied by the second matrix column. Okay. Remember this. In any matrix multiplication, the first matrix row will be multiplied by the column of the second matrix. So the row is cities, right? And the column represents house. So the result will be cities versus house. So in that case, the first matrix column must be the same, exactly the same with the number of rows in the second matrix. Let me put it in whiteboard. Okay, so if you have A times B equals C, okay, this is matrix multiplication, okay? A matrix, B matrix, C is matrix. So what is the size? The size is, for example, row times column A. Yeah. B is, for example, V times W. Okay. What is this? This is the row, or maybe to make it easier for you, I will change the name. The name is row A times column A. This is the number of rows in A, the number of columns in A. Row B times column B. Okay, this is the number of rows in B and column in B. So what is the size of C? Okay, and what is the requirement that this can be multiplied? Okay, so you can multiply this only if and only if. Okay, this one is the same. Yeah, so CA must be the same as RP. Okay, and the result will be RA times CP. Okay, remember this, okay? Put note in your note so that you can know, because this is the matrix size. When you multiply in Excel, you need to know the matrix size of C. In this case, right? Which is RA times CP. And the requirement, okay, hard requirement is the column of A must be exactly the same as the row of B. Why? Because the meaning. Okay, when you multiply, that means you multiply the rows in the first matrix, which is A, multiplied by the column of the second matrix, right? So that means the column in A must be the same as the row in B. Question? At least you memorize if you don't.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's clear. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I will stop sharing the screen. So come back here. Okay, share screen. So come back here. How are you going to do it in Excel? Of course, now you put the matrix. Okay, the first matrix and the second matrix, and then you keep name, for example, A and B, and then you multiply. Yeah? In Excel, you just use mmul, that is matrix multiplication. Okay, because this is an array function, what you will do, you type the formula first, you select the size, the correct size, and then what you will do, press F2, Shift Control Enter. Huh? Okay, practice.
So sir,
Mhm.
why it doesn't work? Great.
Okay, share your screen.
So this one has to be, wait.
Okay.
Oh, it's the, wait,
Why don't you give
this
name?
one, right? This one times
Uh,
this one, because the number of,
Okay, which one times which one? The most important is to know which multiply by, because
yeah,
it's not commutative. Okay, remember the one in the whiteboard earlier.
the first matrix has to have the same column as the as the row of the second matrix.
Second,
This is the
correct.
first, so the
Correct.
column has to be the same amount. So it has
Yes.
four columns. Oh, wait.
The
Oh, three
variable
columns.
must be the same.
It has
Yeah.
3 columns,
Yes.
and this one it has 3 rows. So
Correct.
this must be the first one. Okay,
Correct.
and then
F2.
F2. Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Okay, very good. Okay, the most important to remember is the variables, okay, must be exactly the same.
The variables must be exactly the
Yeah,
same.
you look at that. The first matrix is land, labor, material, right?
Yeah, this one is
And that one must be exactly the same. And the column of the first matrix, it is land, labor, material, must be exactly the same as the row of the second matrix, which is land, labor, material.
labor material. Okay, yes.
Okay, the meaning must be the same. Okay, if the meaning is not the same, you cannot multiply. Okay, you can multiply, but that is wrong interpretation, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Excel will not know the meaning, but you know the meaning.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't multiply if the meaning is not the same.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Okay, even though the size is correct.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then the meaning of the result is the first matrix row and the second matrix column. That's the meaning of matrix multiplication. Once you understand this, okay, then suddenly your matrix multiplication become meaningful.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just computation is easy. Okay, you can do it manually or you can use Excel, but I hope you understand the meaning rather than just compute.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, Joy.
Sir,
Yes.
can I ask
Sure.
mine?
Yes, please.
So this, this is mine. So mine is instead of 3
Okay.
multiplied by 2.
Okay, this is
Mine is
interesting.
2 multiplied by 3. So I think I need to transpose this.
When you want to multiply.
Divide.
Give a name.
This is
Give a name A and B. Can you? Or any name of the matrix. So, example.
this one is
This one. Okay, you give name. For example, this is A. Okay, and then this one. Again, you give name. Okay, this is, for example, B. B underscore. Okay. Okay. Now what you
and
you go to I-19 and then you want to multiply, right? What do you want to multiply?
Yeah.
B. Okay. Open parenthesis.
The
Is that B?
it must be
B times A or A times B? One of them must be transposed. Correct? Because you can only multiply if the meaning of the row, the meaning of the column in the first matrix must be the same as the row in the second matrix.
So I need to do transpose first.
Okay, so you multiply P, one, yes, comma, transpose, no. You need to type transpose. Yes, that transpose. And okay, of the A. You can select A underscore, or you can type A underscore. Yes, and close it one more. Okay, enter, and then select. You press enter first. And then you select correct size of the matrix. And then F2 to control enter. Okay. Yes, okay. Don't copy. Don't copy. You select first. You put, if you want to select, you press your shift, and then you go vision, and then press F function. Yes, and then shift control enter together. Yay! Okay, you got it. Okay, Joy. So
Yeah, mine works. Just
works, no problem.
no problem.
Okay, super. Super, yeah, very good. So I hope you understand the meaning of matrix multiplication. Anyway, next meeting we will review again and continue with more exciting things. Okay, thank you for today.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. See you next week.
See you next.
Yeah, see you next week.